Hey guys, this guide is about how to beat Nullaeus on the second difficulty step by step. To get the Arcanovoid construct mount, the Let Me Solo Him achievement and ominous title before season 1 ends. First of all, in this challenge Protection Warrior, Monk, Guardian Druid and Healers perform much better than other classes, and in this guide I will play for Blood Decay, but if you need guides for other classes, you can find them on my channel. Time codes in the description. Let's begin. Here you can see what I use, and watch carefully, especially late phase of this fight when boss hits so hard, cause lots of players have troubles with Nullaeus at the end of this fight. First of all, try to stay in purple and green zones all the time. Also take hearts from time to time. The boss will cast Emptiness of the Void. You have to interrupt it or you will die. But if you missed it, you have time to heal yourself. Just use Death Strike and Healing Potion. Also, don't interrupt Emptiness of the Void instantly. Wait until the end of the cast, to give your cooldowns more time to recover. Nullaeus will cast Imploding Strike, and you have to use your defensive abilities to survive this. This is actually the most important moment of this fight, because in the late phases he deals lots of damage, and you need to use your defensive wisely. I usually stack Bone Shield up to 12 stacks, using Moral Rend, then I use Death Strike 1-2 times to get Absorb Shield. Try to alternate Vampiric Blood and Anti-Magic Shell before strike, but if you haven't any of them, use Icebound Fortitude. There will be 3 waves of adds that you have to kill ASAP, so save your burst for these moments. At 75% there will be the first wave of adds. Nothing special, just save your burst for that moment and avoid everything on the ground. Also, the boss will cast a beam that leaves a purple line on the ground that you have to avoid. Stun adds from time to time. At 50% there will be adds and Void Orb that will pull you in. Just move to the opposite side of the arena from the orb to avoid the vortex, as you see on the screen. But as Blood Decay, you can use Death Advance to get immune to this vortex. And I wanna remind you, if you struggle for so long and don't wanna do this challenge by yourself, text me on my social media and I will complete it for you, without ban and account sharing, any class, any specialization and any server you play on. Links to my social media in the description and pinned comment. Let's continue. In the last 25% there will be a caster ad that you have to kill as fast as possible. You can interrupt the first 2 casts of this ad. Use drums, potions and burst. Try to stay on the opposite side of the arena to avoid vortex, or use Death Advance to get immune to vortex. Always stay in purple and green zone and take hearts to heal yourself. Stack Bone Shield up to 12 times and use Death Strike before Imploding Strike. Always move to avoid puddles, because they silence you. If you haven't any defensive abilities, just use Death Advance and run away from boss and wait for hearts or defensive abilities to come back up. Actually, you can dodge Imploding Strike if you run away from boss, so use it. Try to use Death Strike lots of times to recover Vampiric Blood much faster. I use the following sequence: Vampiric Blood, then Anti-Magic Shell and Vampiric Blood again. I have lots of time to recover my Vampiric Blood with Death Strike, cause I use it a lot. If I don't have any of them, I just use Icebound Fortitude. Also, don't interrupt Emptiness of the Void instantly. Wait until the end of the cast, to give your cooldowns more time to recover. Kite boss as long as you can to recover your defensive abilities and hearts, to heal yourself. Try to stay on the opposite side of the arena to avoid the vortex. Try to stay always in purple and green zones and take hearts. This is my Valeera Curio, and my item level that's enough for tanks, but for other classes it should be higher. Also, don't forget to buy consumables. Food, enchants and etc. Also set these talents. I hope guys you will complete this challenge without any problems. Good luck!